Hello and welcome at Omicron. Today marks an incredible important day for our team, one we've been looking forward to for many years. We've always believed that true innovation isn't just about creating something new. It's about solving real problems, creating value and exceeding expectations. At Omicron, we don't just innovate, we do so passionately. This passion is our driving force, inspiring us to create solutions that truly makes a difference. And today, we're unveiling something extraordinary, not just a product, but the true embodiment of our commitment to innovation. One that meets your needs in bold, practical, and maybe even some unexpected ways. We really can't wait to finally let you in one of our most significant innovations yet. And to tell you more about it, here's Michael.
At Omicron, our mission has always been to empower you, our users, by giving you tools that make your job safer, easier, and more efficient. To achieve this, we develop best-in-class products, well known for their reliability and constantly pushing the boundaries of what is possible within the industry. Be it way back in 1990, when we launched the CMC 56 and revolutionized numerical relay testing forever. Or with the CPC 100, which quickly became the benchmark for multifunctional testing and is opening up new eras of application to this very day. And just last year, we introduced the CMC 500, a game changer in protection testing. Today, it's already being used by electrical engineers worldwide, and they keep telling us how much they love working with it. The basis for this high customer satisfaction is no secret. We listen to our users. Your needs and requirements become our goals. So, today we are bringing another groundbreaking product into the Omicron family. And just like before, we reached out to the Omicron users worldwide and asked, what would you wish for in a multifunctional test device? And then we listened closely. It turns out what electrical engineers all around the world want is a powerful, compact, yet lightweight device that is safe, easy to use, and adaptable to almost any application. And just like that, our goals were set. All we had to do was to develop a truly portable test set, a device you can take anywhere, and that gets the job done. Should be easy enough, right? And so, here is what we did. We took proven ideas and concepts from the Testrano 600, the CT Analyzer, the Cibano 500, the CPC 100, the CPSB1, and the CPTD12. And we combined them into an enclosure about the size of an average house cat. We may not have broken the laws of physics with this device, but we came pretty close. Our hardware and software teams have worked tirelessly to create a device that doesn't just meet today's demands, it anticipates tomorrow's challenges. That's why we really can't wait to show it to you. So please, join me, would you? is the CPX 200. We believe that this is the most impressive device we have ever created. An innovation set to redefine the future of multifunctional testing. CPX 200 measures just 57 centimeters in width, 23 centimeters in depth, and at its highest point, only 21 centimeters in height. That's over 59% smaller than any other remotely comparable device. It's so small, you can comfortably carry it in a backpack. And at just over 10 kilograms, it's truly built to go places. In fact, the CPX 200 is the smallest and lightest multifunctional device in the world. But please, don't get fooled by its size, because this thing delivers big time. Let's have a closer look at the hardware. This is the front panel of the CPX 200. On the left, we have got a clearly arranged connection panel with several inputs and outputs. Up top, we focus on safety. We start with a slot for the interlock key, same one introduced with the CMC 500. An operational mode button, signal lights, a grounding socket, and the emergency switching off button. We will come back to this later because our new safety features are remarkable. Seriously. But what probably catches your eye the most is the gorgeous 8-inch multi-touch screen. We covered it with a durable industrial hardened glass and made sure that the display forms a perfectly flat surface with the top of the device. Thanks to this design, you don't have to deal with the little puddles on your device on a rainy day. We also equipped it with a brightness sensor. The display automatically adjusts its brightness to the lighting conditions at your test site. That way, your measurement results are always readable, even in bright sunlight. Once you have worked with this display, you will never want to miss it again. And right next to it, we placed the jog dial. Thanks to the acceleration sensor and haptic feedback, it enables fast and precise inputs, even while wearing gloves. If you look closely, you will see that we even included a small rain gutter around the dial. This ensures that water can simply run off. And get this, there's even a dedicated compartment for an Apple AirTag, so you can locate your CPX at any time. We strongly believe that even if they seem unimportant, such details matter, and we hope you will love them as much as we do. On each side of the CPX 200, we have got ergonomic handles with the same trusted design you already know from the CMC 500. And there's actually another smart thing about them. They serve as a built-in protection, shielding the front panel in case the device gets dropped by accident. Now, let's look at the sides. On the right, we have the power supply socket, an external booster output for additional system components, and above that, a digital connections hub. Here, you will find 3 EtherCAT ports, 2 SFP ports, making the device fiber optic ready, and also a standard Ethernet port. Naturally, we also included USB-A and USB-B. And of course, we didn't skip the revolutionary SafetyLink port, which also premiered with the CMC 500 last year. Finally, on the left side of the device, we have got a cooling air intake, and we equipped it with a magnetic dust filter for easy cleaning. And that's also where a dedicated slot for additional modules is located. Which brings us to our next point, modularity. At its core, the CPX 200 has been systematically designed with modularity, offering you the flexibility to tailor it precisely to your needs and requirements. Why carry around features you don't need, right? But as your needs evolve, you can effortlessly upgrade the device at any time. One of these optional upgrades is the phenomenal high current module. This thing is a monster. It weighs just 2.5 kilograms, but generates high currents up to 1 kiloamp AC and DC. Thanks to the enormous power of 5 kVA, you can use cables up to 18 meters in length, giving you all the flexibility options you need to connect your asset. In addition, we have integrated a 100 amp DC output with an active discharge circuit. We did this to focus on power transformer tests. Even cables that are 50 meters long can be used here. Since we use power electronics instead of conventional transformers, the CPX 200 not only generates sinusoidal signals, but also generates square wave signals, sawtooth signals, or any other periodically recurring signal shapes. Furthermore, these power electronics enable you to generate pure DC that has no superimposed hum, making the CPX perfect for resistance tests on inductances. The 1000 amp connection outputs are a unique highlight. Cables and clamps are designed to offer the most suitable wiring solution for each specific application. A cable can be looped without using a clamp for ring core current transformers. By contrast, when working with switchgears, the cable can be secured to the bolt to ensure an optimized connection, even in confined spaces. So that's the high current module. But there is still one hardware aspect of the CPX 200 we haven't discussed yet. You may be wondering what those yellow things on the bottom of the device are. Well, let me explain. We call this a snap lock system. It makes mounting and dismounting of additional system components effortless. You see, the CPX 200 has a companion, and you can think of it as a superhero sidekick. It is called the HVX 10, and Jacob is going to tell you all about it.
Thanks, Michael. Although the HVX 10 is a sidekick, it does have some impressive superpowers of its own, and for good reasons. With both new and aging high voltage infrastructure, the insulation's condition and the assessment are two key concerns. Therefore, tests such as dissipation or power factor measurement and insulation resistance must be conducted regularly. Unfortunately, these tests require different devices, different handling, and different reporting. This is very time-consuming, requires extensive user experience, and is in desperate need of a change. That's why we took a totally new approach with the HVX 10. It seamlessly integrates both an AC and DC source, delivering precise measurements from 0 to 10 kV in a frequency range from 1 to 600 Hz from a single output. Fast, easy, and without rewiring. In addition, HVX 10 has 4 measurement input channels. This means you can measure 4 power transformer bushings simultaneously and get more diagnostic insights than ever before. This combination of the two most prominent insulation diagnostic tests is a giant leap for the industry and absolutely unique. All these innovations help minimize wiring efforts on site, enhance safety by reducing the number of ladder trips, and significantly cut testing time. But the HVX 10 is far more than a diagnostic insulation device. What really makes the HVX 10 stand out is its adaptability. For example, all its outputs and inputs are synchronized in real time with the CPX 200. This allows you to explore entirely new application possibilities, such as testing HVDC voltage transformers with ratio measurements. Additionally, there are loads of new application possibilities for tackling new challenges as they arise. All this makes the HVX 10 the most versatile system component we have ever shipped, and a worthy partner for the CPX 200. It's ready for today's demands and tomorrow's challenges. And the way it connects to the CPX 200 via the snap lock mechanism is just beautiful in its simplicity. The HUX10 and CPX 200 are such impressive devices, but their performance makes them even more impressive. So now, let's return to Michael to hear more about that.
The CPX 200 is not just the most versatile test system we have ever created. It is also the most powerful, taking multifunctionality to the next level. It offers a fully configurable true three-phase voltage source, a powerful 2.5 kVA output capable to delivering 100 amp DC and 80 amps AC with a high compliance voltage and a frequency range from 1 to 600 Hz. We also included an active discharge mechanism to ensure that huge inductive loads are discharged in a fraction of the time you are used to. Upgrading with the optional high current module will even give you 1 kA AC or DC for high current injection testing. The CPX can also run two output sources in parallel, providing a significant advantage for directional overcurrent protection relay tests. Complementing the powerful testing functionalities of the CPX 200 are two highly accurate current inputs, two highly accurate voltage inputs, two binary outputs with integrated current measurement, and three multi-purpose binary inputs, making the CPX a true all-rounder in all kinds of applications. To build a device so small yet so flexible, we developed a totally new convertible amplifier that is not only immensely powerful, but also breathtakingly accurate. With the CPX 200, we have taken a holistic system thinking approach, recognizing that hardware and software must work hand in hand to deliver true innovation. That's why the CPX 200 doesn't just mark a hardware revolution, it kickstarts a generational leap in software as well. To tell you all about that, here is Lucas.
Great hardware deserves great software. And that's why we're thrilled to introduce CPXpert and CPX TouchControl. Two software solutions that seamlessly integrate into a broader ecosystem, offering you workflow flexibility and a truly intuitive user experience. Over 20 years ago, when we presented the world's first universal primary test device, it was exclusively controlled via the on-device software. As technology advanced, we developed the PTM PC software, simplifying data management and adding new automation options. With CPXpert and CPX TouchControl, we are bringing these two concepts closer than ever before. A shared user experience and mutual workflows make the switch between operation methods feel seamless. Let's start with TouchControl. TouchControl is the built-in software running on CPX 200. You can operate the hardware, execute tests, and visualize results right from the device. No setup, no cable, and no extra equipment required. It's perfect for situations when you want to travel as light as possible. Think wind turbines or remote substations. And because it's a closed, self-contained system, you don't have to worry about any potential cybersecurity risks. Because your CPX acts as a secure enclave for all your measurement and testing data. The user interface was specifically designed for the touchscreen experience, ensuring every tap, every swipe, and every interaction feels intuitive, responsive, and effortless. We have also included easy-to-follow, straightforward workflow guides to effortlessly guide you through every test situation. The tested asset is mirrored on your screen, making you feel right at home. Pre-configured wiring diagrams assist you during test preparation. And with just the swipe of a finger, detailed live results are visualized right on your device. So if needed, you can adjust output values on the fly. Now, let's have a look at CPXpert. With CPXpert, our goal is to ensure every tester leaves their day with high-quality results, ready for reporting at the click of a button. To achieve this, we have redesigned multifunctional testing from the ground up, all while keeping it straightforward for experienced users. CPXpert offers you the full range of tests, visualizations, assessments, reporting, and in-depth guidance you came to expect from sophisticated OMICRON software, all while maintaining workflow flexibility and a simple, intuitive user experience. Another crucial part of CPXpert is a feature we call Unified Workflow. It seamlessly syncs asset data across your entire testing document, thereby speeding up your process significantly and minimizing the potential for errors by removing manual steps from your workflow. CPXpert also helps you speeding up your current transformer testing activities. For example, on-site, it's common to have 3 CTs, one per phase, lined up side by side. So far, this has resulted in multiple test documents, forcing you to open and close files repeatedly, and scattering your test results across different views, making it harder to compare results efficiently. With CPXpert, you can test all 3 CTs in one unified view. This approach speeds up testing, makes reporting more efficient, and ensures smoother analysis than ever before. And this example is just the tip of the iceberg. There are tons more features that will make your work simpler and more efficient. You can find detailed information about CPXpert on our website. Now let's hear about the most important feature of the CPX 200. Safety. And for that, we go back to Jacob.
At OMICRON, safety isn't simply a feature, it's a necessity. We don't just meet industry standards, we create them. Naturally, the CPX 200 contains a multitude of hardware and software features that support safety in the field. Let's start with the ones you see at first glance. Beginning on the right, we have an emergency off button and a ground connection. These are probably self-explanatory. So let's move on to the next one. The illuminated operational mode button with the signal lights. While the button allows you to switch between the CPX 200's different operating modes, the signal lights clearly indicate which mode the system is currently in. The device will not output any voltage or current until it is set to active mode in red. During testing, a flashing red light and an optional built-in beeper signal indicate the presence of potentially hazardous voltages or currents. After completing the test, the CPX 200 automatically discharges all outputs. After external in-feed detection has been passed, it returns to safe state and the light turns green. Just remember, the light's green, output's clean. Right next to the operational mode button is the interlock key. Removing the interlock key prevents the device from being activated. This means you retain full control of the output even during rewiring, knowing that the CPX remains in safe mode until the key is returned. Now let's look at the connection area. Every input and output has its own dedicated indicator light that clearly signals selected and active connections and overload conditions. To complement this, the CPX performs rigorous wiring checks, ensuring the connections are correct. Thereby, it not only avoids potential danger, but also improves the accuracy and reliability of your test results. For additional support, detailed and dynamic wiring diagrams are provided in both TouchControl and CPXpert. These visual guides simplify complex setups, ensuring quick and correct installation while increasing safety. As these features demonstrate, we firmly believe that prevention is the best safety measure. One common challenge with CT testing is the high voltage traditionally required for excitation measurements. That's why the CPX 200 uses our proven low voltage method for knee point detection. The same innovative feature we've introduced with the CT analyzer. This way, you get the same high accuracy without the high voltage. You can perform CT winding resistance, knee point, and voltage ratio tests in one shot without any rewiring. Even high knee point CTs with air-gapped cores can be tested with unmatched precision, all without applying high voltage. That means fewer risks right from the start. The CPX 200 is not just safe, it is extraordinarily safe. And this isn't just our opinion. The system has undergone rigorous external certification and complies with the highest safety standards. As a user, this means you can operate it with absolute confidence, knowing the system is backed by expert validation and designed with your safety in mind. And with that, we'll return to Michael.
Now that we are familiar with the hardware and software of the CPX 200, let's revisit the goals we set for this device. First up was the power. We've got a 2.5 kVA output delivering 100 amp DC and 80 amp AC with a frequency range from 1 to 600 Hz. The high current module enhances your CPX with 1 kiloamp AC and DC, while the HVX10 combines AC and DC sources, providing accurate measurements of capacitance, dissipation factor, and insulation resistance. It offers the same frequency range from 1 to 600 Hz, giving you all the detailed diagnostics insights. The application possibilities here are almost endless. Up next was the size. Being 59% smaller than the industry's average makes the CPX the smallest multifunctional test device in the world. Now let's talk weight. Even with the HVX10, the CPX can easily be carried in a backpack, giving you more flexibility than ever. Heck, this device is so compact and lightweight, your next company car might look like this, or even this. It's up to you. And of course, we packed it full of remarkable safety features, such as wiring checks, automatic discharge, and the interlock key. supporting you the best we can to stay safe on the job. And thanks to the holistic CPX ecosystem, everything works seamlessly together, giving you a truly unique user experience. From minimal wiring and greatly reduced test times to almost effortless data management and reporting. Its modular design allows you to adapt your CPX 200 exactly to your needs. You don't have to carry around functionality you don't require, while keeping the option to upgrade at any time and plan your investment accordingly. By achieving all these goals, we really believe that we have created an innovation that will make your work easier, safer, and more efficient than ever before. Now, before we wrap up, there is one important aspect of the wider CPX ecosystem we haven't shown you yet, and it is big. So here is Bavli to tell you all about it.
Today, we're introducing something that will transform the way you understand, manage, and act on test data in the electrical power industry. For years, we've developed some of the most advanced testing equipment in the world. Tools that empower engineers to diagnose, assess, and safeguard the most critical electrical infrastructure on the planet. And today, we have definitely taken the next step in this mission. Another important aspect of testing is data. And what we've heard from you, our customers, our users, the people doing the real work, is that this data lives in silos. It's locked inside laptops, spread across spreadsheets, or buried in folders so deep, no one ever opens them again. So we asked ourselves, what if we reimagined the entire experience? What if all your test data from every device, every substation, and every job lived in one place? What if you could turn raw numbers into real insights? This is CORTEX Grid, and we've built it around one concept, that asset is king. A new cloud-based platform purpose-built for testing professionals, asset managers, and engineers who are ready to leave behind fragmentation. Built to unify your data, bring clarity to complexity, and built for the future of power testing. Getting data into CORTEX Grid is as easy as putting a test file into the designated Omicron Cloud Link folder. Just a test file dropped into the folder. And in minutes, it's all there. Your assets, your test results, and your reports, automatically organized and instantly available. It almost feels too simple. At the heart of CORTEX Grid is our common data model. Think of it as a universal language for your test data. Whether you're using Primary Test Manager, CPXpert, or even CTA Suite, it all speaks the same language, the same structure, the same standard. And that's a big deal. Because when your data is unified, you don't just save time, you unlock possibility. You can compare test results from different years and different substations. You can spot trends. You can make decisions faster and with even more confidence. And you can finally stop spending hours retyping nameplate information or hunting down legacy files. Picture this. You walk into a substation, take in the environment, and within moments, you're one click away from unlocking the entire history of that asset. No searching, no retyping, no errors. Just accurate, high-quality data immediately at your fingertips. And we call this Omicron continuity. It is more than just data syncing between tools. It's about creating a seamless, intelligent ecosystem where data can flow freely across platforms. Omicron continuity connects CORTEX Grid with your testing software, such as PTM, CPXpert, or CTA Suite. Asset nameplate information has to be entered only once and is then available on all platforms. Because with Omicron continuity, CORTEX Grid remembers for you. But we didn't stop there. We know your work isn't just about tests. It's about projects, real projects, with deadlines, customers, documentation, and teams spread across sites and departments. So we design project management right into the platform. You can create new projects, assign assets, upload test data, and even track approvals, all in one place, no extra tools, and no switching between apps. Imagine a commissioning project for a new substation. The entire timeline, from first measurement to final report, managed in CORTEX Grid. Your engineers upload data from the field, your office team reviews and approves, and the customer gets a professional report within minutes. That's not just more efficient. That is the new standard. And once your data's in, that's when the magic happens. With built-in analytics, smart assessment tools, and fully configurable reports, you don't just get numbers, you get meaning. Fleet-wide comparisons, factory versus site acceptance test analysis, pass-fail thresholds, auto-generated charts that adapt to each test point, and visualizations that make it easy to spot conflicts or data gaps before they become problems. Want to compare 50 transformers tested over 10 years? You can do it. Want to set up a report approval workflow for your team? It's built in. Want to configure exactly which test results go into a report per asset, per test? Done. So, where are we going? CORTEX Grid isn't just a product, it's a platform. It's the foundation of how we will connect data, devices, and people across the Omicron ecosystem today and for many years to come. We're starting with power and current transformers, but we're already expanding to VTs, breakers, and beyond. We're building the tools, the integrations, the APIs to support the future of data in testing. And we're going to do it with you. Because in the end, this isn't about technology. It's about empowering the people who keep our grid alive and giving you the tools to work safer, smarter, and faster. CORTEX Grid is ready. Are you? Now back to Wernig.
Thank you, Bavli, and many thanks to Michael, Jacob, and Lucas for presenting this remarkable innovation. Omicron is all about empowering people, and we are certain that with the CPX 200 and ecosystem and the CORTEX Grid, we will empower thousands of professionals worldwide and have a profound impact on the industry. It's hard to put in words what a huge honor and incredible privilege it was to share our vision with you today. After all, you're the reason why we do what we do. And so, what we can't put into words, we try to put into a short film. And that's the last thing we would like to share with you today. Have fun, thank you, and goodbye.